Columbus, Ohio, in the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Rides to back and leaps it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And here comes the offense on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Iowa's offense has the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, Dave.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And
oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Going to swing it on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilkins. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's Woods. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Wilkins. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Explosive return, the sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those, so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback brought up to and sacked at the 12. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Power football with the run. Fights off the defender. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. The inside handoff. Runs through the tackle. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Snyder. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Buckeyes are in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, they're after him. He's past the 30. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This drive was moving along nicely, but now the 9th play brings up 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw at Snyder. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Using the quick game. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Runs through a tackle. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Punch it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. There he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted, one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Parker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Snyder. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Handoff to the lone back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the... You better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Snyder. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Trying to do it on the ground. Shakes off the defender. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field, but the gamble paid off.
Fires left. Working the big fella to the corner. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Hauls it in. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. A little screen to the running back. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Hawkeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly complete. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern?
Lofts one high and deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the single back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, and somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire.
He's trying to get it in. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. From the gun. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Fitted in the window for the score. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. West Virginia is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 25 over Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when going for it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Snyder. Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a move. Makes the grab. It's Woods. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the ground. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. First play of the drive, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Woods. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the out route. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Hawkeyes are on the move.
27, jump.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Snyder. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Hand off from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
The short hands, it's Flynn. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Trying play action. Got a man. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Flynn. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Weaver. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And that one's way too far for everybody.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Iowa!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Fighting off the defender. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give and tick, 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 tick. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got the 1st down and more. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Here we go. Makes the catch. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on third. Got his man. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The screen. He's got wheels. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw it. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up.